The beloved world of How to Train Your Dragon has soared from animation to live action, enchanting audiences with its magic and adventure. Director Dean DeBlois and the stars took us behind the scenes to explore the magical journey of this epic film. Mason Thames and Nico Park roles of Hiccup and Astrid. Can I just say that you guys are so perfect for the roles of Astrid and Hiccup?
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much. That's
much.
so kind.
What was it like stepping into this world on such a massive set of Belk? And was being Hiccup and Astrid a dream come true for both of you?
Most definitely. Getting this job is a feeling that I can't really, explain. It meant everything to me. The fact that I could, you know, be my childhood hero and step into those shoes and wear that costume. And yeah, but stepping onto that set, I didn't know if it was just going to be a bunch of blue screens or whatever, because I've never been a part of a film at this size. And, seeing that
Yeah.
they built the whole village and the arena and, Hiccup's workshop, it's not hard to imagine you're in that world because they really put you there. And it's incredible.
To get the part is one thing and just absolutely mind blowing and, doesn't really feel real at all. And then when you actually step onto set, I remember walking onto the sets for the first time with Mason and Dean and just having a real moment of like, I cannot believe that I'm here and I get to do this and that this is in any way work. This is like a dream come true. I shouldn't be, we can't call this working at all. And yeah, I think that that feeling is just kind of a running theme throughout all of it. Even to be here and to be speaking about it and promoting it with like this picture behind us is just absolutely, maddening. The fact that we get to do this all is so surreal and so wonderful, and it feels really, really special. I'm very grateful to Dean and the producers and Universal and Mason and just everyone that was a part of it. It's really special.
And also, what kind of training did you both do for the film? You were doing a lot of action, falling 60 feet for you,
Yeah.
Nico. What was that like?
It was a lot of stunt
You love when you
training.
bring that
I
up.
know I love when people bring up the 60 feet. That was a big deal for me. Thank you so much. It was, it was a lot of stunt.
Stop, stop, stop.
Please, guys. Oh my God. Like, don't want to talk about it
Guys,
anymore. The
give her
60-foot
space.
drop.
Give her space.
No, the stunt stuff was both kind of mentally and physically quite taxing just because it just takes a lot out of you. And I think that stuff also can oftentimes leave you really not feeling good enough because when you have a really brilliant stunt double show you how to do it and they look totally effortless and incredible and then you try and do it and you're falling on your face, it's not really the biggest confidence booster. But the stunt department was so brilliant and they made it all feel really uplifting and warm, and it was an absolute celebration anytime any of us could do the things that they wanted, and I'm really proud of how it all looks in the movie.
Nico, you said that Mason was like a natural when it comes to all his action and
It's
choreography
I'm both
stunts.
I'm both very happy for him and very annoyed on my own behalf. He would throw me up all the
No,
time.
I would not.
He
You
would
should have seen her cartwheels.
hell. Yeah. No, Mason is really, yeah,
Who
he's
loves her
just really
cartwheels like that?
naturally, I don't. He's actually just really naturally athletic and capable. And so all of your training more or less was to how to like fall over and not get up looking really cool. Was
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of fun, but it would no, it was stop it. Getting to do that stuff. I mean, most of my stuff was just falling or either on Toothless, but seeing
Mhm.
Nico, the amount of work she put in, and with Roy Taylor, he's so incredible. And really
Shout out
just
to Roy.
yeah,
Love
shout out
Roy.
to you because the end product it looks so sick, and
Mm.
she made Astrid look like a badass.
The How to Train Your Dragon franchise began with a 2010 animated film capturing audiences with its blend of adventure and heart. The story continued with two sequels, How to Train Your Dragon 2 in 2014 and How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World in 2019. Director Dean DeBlois, a three-time Oscar nominee and Golden Globe winner, who also worked on the Lilo and Stitch movies, can't believe that the characters and the world of Burke, which was once just his vision and drawings, have come to life.
It is bizarre to come from an animation background where we draw and we paint and we sculpt things in the computer and make digital sets, to then film it for real where we actually build the sets. You can walk through them. You can be in a Viking village or a great hall, and you see all of these people in these incredible costumes. It is like a fantasy of it all coming to life, which none of it was lost on me. I was squealing inside every day.
DeBlois shared how they transformed the world of Berk from animation to real life.
The wonderful thing about creating a world like Berk is you have the opportunity to not only research in real life. We flew around Iceland and the Faroe Islands and Scotland. You gather all of these amazing locations and you can meld them in any way you want. But the goal is to create a place that people want to be. They want to spend time with your characters. That level of immersion was the goal from the beginning. Then really it falls upon the actors to make it feel authentic and truthful and not like a costume play. And that's for me the greatest education of it all, is to sort of sit back and watch that magic happen after you've done all of the preparation.
DeBlois says he sees a piece of himself in Hiccup, connecting personally with a character's journey.
I think the scene that is most poignant is when Hiccup is listening to his father regale all of the Vikings of Berk on essentially his graduation day. And he's talking about his pride for his son, but he's also making jabs at him. And as everybody's laughing, we put the camera on Mason's face, and you could see the way that mockery and that ridicule was affecting him. And I thought it was so truthfully done that it was very stirring, because I was a kid like that, And I think anyone who's ever been an outsider will respond to Hiccup from that point of view.
And as for Toothless, the dragon who stole hearts,
I think when it comes to Toothless, people respond to him because we've put so many cat and dog videos into his performance. We would spend all day just searching the internet for the cutest and funniest and oddest cat and dog behaviors and put them into Toothless, knowing that we wanted to evoke that kind of reaction from the audience. So if you say, oh, my dog does that, or my cat does that, or my horse does that, then goal accomplished. So we wanted him to both be ferocious, but a big cuddly pet at the same time.
Comedian Nick Frost, who plays Hagrid in the Harry Potter series, shares his experience bringing the dragon trainer Gobber to life. How do you prepare a live action setting where you're bringing a cartoon character to life?
They had London Zoo put a hippopotamus in my house, and I got to just ride around on the hippo for a month. Hey, do you know you've got a dog? There's a dog in shot. Ah, brilliant. Okay, cool.
Yeah, my two little dragons are here with me.
Oh, lovely. What lovely dogs. I just, it's really easy as an actor, for me as a performer, to go on set and you're dressed as a dragon and you're on an incredible set. What we had were puppeteers with giant dragon heads and giant dragon bodies and wings, and so they're kind of there. It makes it really easy when what you're reacting to is 20 feet high. It's a really nice way to make something like this, because I know other films, sometimes you're looking at just a cross on the wall, 50
Or
feet
a tennis
away.
ball, they said.
Yeah, on a stick. Yeah.
So I heard also that they adjusted Gob's injured leg for you. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, I needed my knee replaced. I'd kind of struggled with really bad knee for like 3-4 years. And just before I got the job on How to Train Your Dragon, I was going to have the operation, and then I got cast. And Dean said, "You know what? Let's hold off on the operation, and we'll use your bad left knee as Gobber's missing limb." And so I kind of drew upon all my character acting to kind of perform with a lot of agony in my left leg.
But what was it like working with director Dean, Jared, Mason, and Nico?
As a performer, as an artist, it's a chance to work with people who love what they do, who are passionate about what they do, who are good at what they do, who are respectful and fun and great to be around. It's like it's really lovely. It's a really lovely thing to do.
What message do you hope viewers take away from your character and from the film?
I think Gobber is very much a kind of, take your time, but be honest with yourself. Don't expect too much from people. Don't put your expectations on other people,
But also, I heard that you already have a green light for the next installment.
Yes, yeah, that's amazing. I
Congrats.
think we start in like January, February
Oh, wow. What are you most excited for going back on set?
at this point. Just a chance to hang out with a gang again, to be back with Mason and to back with Dean and
Yeah.
to try and do again what we did for the first film.
What's your the How to Train Your Dragon fans here in the Philippines?
I hope you love what we've done because we love making it, and I hope you can see that.
How to Train Your Dragon live action is already showing in cinemas worldwide. And as the universe expands, the dedication and passion behind it promises to keep audiences enchanted for the years to come.